So children, we are doing chapter 2, landforms. Okay, as I told you, the meaning of the word landforms means the different forms of land which are present on the earth's surface, like mountains, plains and plateaus. So now we are going to do valleys. As you can see, between the mountains, this depression is there, and this depression is known as valley. So valleys are the most common landform present on the surface of the earth. They are carved by flowing water or flowing ice through the process of erosion. As you can see, this ice is there and this is eroding the land, so the valley is formed, okay, between the two land masses, that is between the two mountains. This depression is there and this is known as valley. Here valley is formed by river. Okay, so rivers and streams flowing through valleys drain interior land region to the ocean, and the bottom of the valley is called its flow, and most of the flows slope downstream, means towards the you can say bottom of the river. The part of the floor along the river bank is called a plain. Okay, so the side of the valley are called walls or valley slope. You can see this here. These are known as valley slope and this is known as plain. So main types of valleys are river valleys. You can see here, this is river valley, then glacial valley, this one, and this is rift valley. Okay, now we will discuss each of them. River valley, as the name is, river valley. So a valley which is formed by the erosive action of water flowing over the land, means this is formed by river. Okay, when river flows through the mountains, it cuts down its sides and even its bed also. Okay, the place where the river flow is called as bed. So this turn up means river turn up that land into a V-shaped valley. As you can see, the shape of this valley is V-shaped. So this valley become particularly deep. It is often referred to as a canyon or a gorge. When it is known as canyon or a gorge, when it has U-shaped valley. Okay, the shape of this valley is like U. So this is known as gorge. When gorge become very deep, you can see, okay, they become canyon. So example is Arizona, that is in USA, an example of a canyon valley. Okay, so river valley, this is example of a river valley, means this is known as a canyon. Now glacial valley, as the name is, so during the Pleistocene era, glaciers carved huge areas of North America. As these walls of ice moved across the landscape, the carved out valleys, similar to how a bulldozer might dig a trench. Because of the breadth and the weight of the glacier, the valleys are wider and have flat bottoms with a contour similar to U shape. So contours are the imaginary lines which joins the places having same height above the mean sea level. So here this resembles to U-shaped valley. Okay, so known as glacial valleys. Rift Valley, as we have done in case of block mountains, you remember that between the two landmass, one landmass either subside or rises up. Okay, so similar phenomena happens here also. Means the subsided portion is known as a graben or a rift valley, and the raised portion is known as a horst or a block mountain, as you can see in this picture. So rift valleys are the depressions formed in the bordered by fault zones and separating tectonic plates. As you can see, these are the two plates. Okay, they collided each other and they have formed a depression here. So these are formed due to the tectonic plate movement in the earth crust. As a result of these constant collision and moving away of the plates, deep cracks, fault may form. The land area between two cracks may be forced down, exposing steep slopes. As you can see, this valley has steep slope. Okay, so this is known as graben or a rift valley. So children, rift valley, these are found both on land and at the bottom of the ocean, where they are created by the process of sea floor spreading. These are often narrow with steep sides and flat floor. Small rift valleys are also called graben, means ditch in German. You can see this is a rift valley which is narrow, means partly, and it has steep sides, okay, standing walls with flat floor. Examples of rift valleys are Cenozoic Rift Valley. This valley was formed due to the collision of the European and the African plates. Means Europe is one plate and Africa is the other plate. So when they collided, they formed the Rift Valley in the Cretaceous period. It has the breast graben and the upper Rhine graben. Okay, so these gravens are present in the Alps mountain of Europe. Narmada Valley. As this valley means from this valley Narmada river flows. So it is known as Narmada Rift Valley. Okay. From India, two rivers they flow through Rift Valley. One is Narmada and the other one is River Tapti. So River Narmada is also known as the River River. It is a prominent river that flows through this Rift Valley. It flows westward between the Satpuras and Vindhyas. Children, these mountains which are shown here, one of them is Satpuras and the other one is Vindhyas. Okay. The other rivers which flow through this Rift Valley are River Damodar and River Tapti. Then Great Rift Valley. It is located in the eastern Africa and extends from Lake Malawi in the south to the Dead Sea. A chain of lakes occupies the depressions of this valley. The River Nile flows through this rift valley as it originates from Lake Victoria, which is located at the center of the valley. I hope children, this topic valley is clear to you all. Okay, so in case of any doubt you can ask. Thank you children.